أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Zamzam of Spiritual Knowledge. Excerpts from the teachings of Shaykh Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari. The light of believers and the words of hypocrites. In Surah Al-Hadid, verse 12, Allah Jalla Jalaluh states, "On the day when you will see the believing men and women, their light flowing ahead of them, and to their right, they will be told, 'Today you have good tidings of gardens beneath which rivers flows, dwelling therein forever. This is the ultimate success.'" The believers join hands, forming a circle. This light running through their hands fills their entire semicircle, and is only possible after their purification. These individuals have realized themselves in the hat, in contrast to the hypocrites who remain caught up in mere vain speeches and the superficial. Then Allah Jalla Jalaluh continues in Surah Al-Hadid, verse 13. On the day when the hypocritical men and women will say to the believers, "Wait for us, let us have some of your light," it will be said, "Go back to your rear, or the dunya, and seek light." Then a wall with a gate will be erected between them. Inside it there is mercy, and outside, facing it, lies torment. In the scenario, the light of the believers streams between their shoulders. It is akin to an alif or a half cylinder. Indeed, in the circle of Hadra, believers are eliminated from the front, whereas for those in the back, we no longer speak of believers or the decree of al-Iman, i.e. farq, or dispersion, but rather the light of union, or jama. The Holy Quran here illustrates the level a believer can attain in the light. In this verse, believers and hypocrites coexist in the same space, yet each occupies his distinct maqam, or spiritual station. The believers instruct the hypocrites to return to the dunya, or the worldly life, to seek the light they now desire in the afterlife, underscoring that light is earned through deeds, not mere words. The dunya is the realm where Allah provides opportunities for action. On the day of judgment, actions cease to count. Thus, the dunya is a field where we sow for what we will reap later. This field must be cultivated with good seeds to yield sweet fruits in the hereafter. This final abode is where accounts are settled, and there are neither deeds nor laborers. The wall separating believers and hypocrites, as described, signifies that even in the same space, as the earlier part of the verse indicates, a division will exist. Allah Jalla Jalaluh prohibits hypocrites from residing amongst believers. This wall represents the divide between these two groups, erected when the hypocrites approach the believers. This demonstrates that the words of the hypocrites will lead them to scission. In contrast, the words of the believers shine with light, as they are always engaged in either dhikr or showing compassion towards others. In the inner being, or batin, of a believer resides the mercy of Allah Jalla Jalaluh, the wellspring of light. The believer's words, stemming from a batin filled with mercy, attract thus both angels and the mercy of Allah Jalla Jalaluh. Conversely, the words of hypocrites attract nothing but sins and demons. Sayyiduna Ali alayhi salam emphasizes this point by saying, "If someone speaks in our presence, we can discern his true nature within the hour by his speech." The awliya, or saints, indeed can distinguish hypocrites from believers quickly by their words. One who does not dedicate time to spreading words on the path leading to the Most Merciful's door, aspiring to be among the believers, will inevitably devote this time to worldly pursuits and the hunts of hypocrites and shaitans. Such a person is doomed to mislead his own soul. The door of the Most Merciful is none other than the vicegerent, whose identity varies with the times. He may be a prophet, a messenger, or a wali of Allah Jalla Jalaluh.